Okay, gang, I am behind the scenes at the Frankfurt Motor Show. I'm going to try and get upstairs in a second, but this is basically where it's all kind of kicking off from. They're going to roll out the cars here behind me. But I have to move because there's a massive crowd here, and it just not, look, it's just huge. Hang on, just change that. Get rid of that. Right, let's go. We're going to try and find a good little spot to look from around here somewhere and get a good view of the whole thing. Just know. So behind me here is really what I've come to see is the ID3, which is, I suppose, what I've come all this way to have a look at what Volkswagen are actually going to do with that car. It has to be very carefully done. Now they're giving me out some details. So listen, I'm going to find a quiet spot and fill you in on what the details of the car is behind the scenes before anyone else does. Okay, so it's not the quietest spot in the entire world, but I have some notes here that I give out before the show actually begins, right? So at series production, the ID3 will be available 3 battery sizes. Okay, we're talking about a 45 kilowatt that can do a range up to 330 kilometers as per WLTP, right? So that's the modern one. Middle size will be 58 kilowatt battery, which will give 420 kilometers, and the largest battery will be 77 kilowatts, which will do up to 550 kilometers. Okay, so it'll also be able to do fast charging, do a 100 kilowatt charge on this as well. First edition ID3 will have 58 kilowatt batteries driven by an electric motor at the rear axle and generates 150 kilowatts as it delivers a maximum torque of 310 Newton meters. I gotta go to the press conference thing now. Those ranges look very interesting. The distance this thing is going to be able to cover is vitally important, and the rollout of the network that will support that distance. That's also going to be a crucial factor here, particularly in Ireland, as the big stumbling block is price and then of course range. I put on these headphones because I speak in German these days, so I won't understand a word anyone's saying. And they give you a little translator tool. This is like, you know, Star Wars stuff. Anyway, turn that on. And turn that to channel 1, I think it's supposed to be on, for English. And it's German. English, please. Right, so let's get on with this press conference bit. So I'm going to try and elbow my way into the top spot, or at least put up some footage afterwards, because this place is like a bun fight. It's crazy busy here, but I'm going to do my best to try and get close to the action if I possibly can. So stick with me. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, right? Did I say that already? So in my ears right now, they're talking, and I'll try and put it against the mic. Not sure you can hear that. So that's what I get to hear. So right now they're talking about the voice group marketing. But it's a real bun fight over there. So what I've done is stood over here because I'm behind the camouflage car right here. So this girl here has taught me on the inside that she's going to pull the covers off that when they reveal the car over there. So I'm actually closer to the car than anyone else. The dude in the stripy suit doesn't go to it. I'll show you. Look, I turn the camera. Hold on. Look at that. See, right there. So I'm going to bring you into the right up on top of everything. So a couple of things that are happening here tonight, among all this loudness, is that Volkswagen are rebranding, they're re-logoing, and kind of simplifying the whole thing. And they're bringing a more feminine voice to the advertising here as well. So it's something they've remarked on here. And one of the kind of comments I don't particularly like, one of the women said that a man will listen to a woman every once in a while. I think that's kind of sexist, and like there's a male and a female on the stage, didn't need to say that. But at the same time, it is a rebranding that's going on. And it's going to be an interesting move for Volkswagen in the future. We'll see if they can make everybody forget about their Dieselgate thing. He's the brand designer guy. He's saying thank you to all the brands and stuff. See, it's a complete bun fight up there, so I'm hoping to show you footage after the fact. I also have this wristband, I don't know what it's for. Come on, pull the cover. Yeah, here we go. There she is. With some cleaning rags on the front of it. Very interesting. Very interesting. I like the look of that, yep. So that's the ID3, boys and girls. That's what she looks like. It's a bit of a bun fight here, but we're right in front of the ID3 now. It's as close as I can get you to it. You can see the honeycomb. I think you can see the honeycomb there at the bottom. It looks quite nice, like that. They've got a closed-in grille. It's very interesting looking, actually. The rear end is nicer than the front. In fairness to it, it's very, very nice. Yo, gang, ID3 revealed. What you think? That's what it's going to look like. Bit of a Golf front on it as far as I can see. A long sloping roofline. I guess you look around the back of it in a second once that car gets his head on it. Live on Facebook at this moment, they all are. Okay, here's the rear end view of it. I quite like the look of it. It looks very plasticky. Plasticky would be the thing. I want to have a look at something in particular. Back in a second. Okay, so we've got CCS charger here as well. Standard CCS on the bottom here, and then a cover over the top, much like the e-Golf. That is the same shape as the e-Golf on the way. Anyway, look, this is what it looks like on the inside, right? Sitting in here, so I'm going to close over that door with better audio, right? So here's what we're looking at. You've got a full digital dash here, says 350 kilometers range on the top of that, and then just DB, which is obviously engine braking, neutral and reverse. On the far side over here, we got this new panel which controls lighting and heating. So you notice that this is window demister and rear demister, which is just turned on there. I didn't even turn it on. Okay, so we have a digital steering wheel here, which is quite nice. There's a guy outside doing a walk around tour of the car while I'm doing this. And then we have this full interactive touchscreen here, which shows us on our map, and then Girl on Fire, and then the vehicle here. These are clickable. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're into the infotainment system. This is a new infotainment system. Locations. Okay, that's not working. That's not working. That's not working. They're not working, but the screen is working, right? So it's not obvious to me what I'm supposed to do here with the screen to go back. I want to go back. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's cool. That hops down from above, so you can pull things down. Audio is a push and a left and a right here. It's pretty good. And then we have physical buttons for the heating controls here. Then I have menu, which I can go back here like that. Parking menu, climate control. Very good. Look at that. Cool. Go back. Cool, warm feet, cool feet, hands, warm hands, fresh air, fast heating. That's very cool. Lots of stuff going on here. Then down to the center of the dash here, got a couple of cup holders, a little slot for your phones right there, and 2 USB-C ports, and then a couple of holders down here, and then you got a glove box over here. Very nice interior. Not as plasticky as I feared at first when I seen it from the outside. Very nice interior. Do like, yes. I have to drive it though to see what I feel of it. I actually noticed as well something else. I got an armrest here. Let's make sure I'm focused on that. So I got armrests here attached to the seats. It's a bit of a weird move. Anyway, that's pretty good. Very nice, Volkswagen. Very nice. I do like it.
Вверх, посмотрите, впереди довольно рослый мужчина. Нормально. Нормально. Здесь разъемы Type-C.
Okay, so my mind is still a little bit blown about what they're talking about on stage. It's still going on over there about the ID3, what they're going to do with recycling batteries, what they're going to do with the future of their mobility, how they're going to generate new outcomes from the Volkswagen Group, their whole ID electrification ethos. It's hard to say where it's going to go. I don't know. I usually at this point people will say it's a Tesla troubleshooter, but I'm not sure this is actually going to trouble Tesla that much. I think it makes Tesla look kind of an interesting brand in its own sort of way. Do I see a future for Tesla and the other electric cars, as you see Seat have an electric here, Porsche have an electric here, Volkswagen have an electric here, and a new brand. Skoda, well, you know, they're catching up, but they're going to have an electric car eventually. It won't take that long. When you have all these big groups that are working together to make electric cars, and they own pretty much every electric battery company out there, boys, the future's a little bit weird at the moment. We'll see if Volkswagen can save the future. Anyway, let's have a look more around it, more stuff than just the ID3. And tomorrow, I'll do the whole Frankfurt Motor Show experience proper, where it's open to the general madness of what goes on. Big hall, too cramped over near the stage is crazy, and I don't know what this brand is for, but we'll find out later, I'm sure. Right, that's an Audi behind me with some hands, just has a nice background. Let's go! So this is a proper Lambo. It's about a half an inch off the ground. It has no shopping bag hooks. It has no ISOFIX. It has, you know, those tires are probably really expensive. I'd say if you looked at the price, it would really cost a lot of money. And if you brought that carbon fiber ring that's on the way around, you really would You really would have to get a mortgage out to pay for it. Other than that, it's all right, isn't it? So lots of suits and stuff painting. These people are designed to help you understand the car. Don't know what you just said there. But there it is in white. I kind of like it more in white than I do in other colours.